Shalom. Kohanloyam Wawala, Yahawah, Bahasam, Yahawashai, Bahasam, Rakakwadas. Double honors are due unto the venerable apostles of the great millstone, along with the elder bishops who rule well. Salutations, peace and blessings be unto the Baashah Dawadah, which is the house of David the elect, beginning with his men, his servants, the prophets, who are standing boldly on the four corners of the earth, proclaiming the good news of the gospel of the kingdom of heaven, singing a new song, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All now to all those among Israel who have believed our report, the men, women, and children, believers. They too are going to be passed over, all right, when judgment comes, man. All right. I'm Shamar Ahmath, and just a quick Passover, basically going to be a quick hitter, because we all know the scriptures. All right. Last night at even, the brethren all throughout the four corners of the earth held the Passover. Okay. And yeah, we're looking to be passed over when judgment comes, right before the children of Israel, who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, were delivered out of the hand of Pharaoh. Okay, of course, the Israelites had to, get that lamb, that male, all right, without spot or blemish, okay. If I roast it, with the bitter herbs and unleavened bread, okay, and had to be eaten in haste, and you had to strike the doorposts of your home with the blood, okay. That way the death angel passed over, the night that the night before Israel, all right, was led out of Egypt, all right. And on this go around, the elect is going to be led out of a spiritual Egypt known as America, and wherever, the elect are, because the elect are scattered into the four winds, all right. And the blood, in this time, it's not physically striking your doorpost with the blood after you slay the lamb. It's YAHAWASHI's blood that's going to cover, all right, the sins of the elect. And ultimately, all Israel is going to be saved, okay. As for the Sakari who thinks, certain men are going to burn underneath the ground forever. Anyway, you can go into Exodus, the 12th chapter, and read about it. Read about what's all involved. But, by now you should know. And this video isn't going to be, long at all. But just some scriptures I was thinking about, because I was thinking about Yahawashi and that sacrifice, he made. We can hold the Passover. We can't hold it perfectly. We can't go to Jerusalem and do it, but brothers do the best they can do with the lamb. You can't go get one, without blemish here in Babylon, because everything's defiled. But we can do, like I say, the best we can do. But at the end of the day, we do that according to faith. Yahawashi observed the Passover. Okay, his men observed the Passover. All right, and it's a very solemn time too, and one that should be, centered around, reflection and examination. The things that are in your life that aren't pleasing to the Lord, should be coming less and less. But we still do things to offend in this flesh. All right, and of course, at even again, last night, began the week of the unleavened bread, and of course, brothers get the leaven out of their homes. Okay, which spiritually, we physically do that. Brothers physically do that. Now, spiritually, purging out the leaven means getting rid of the sin, getting rid of the things that offend Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And every one of us, again, has to examine our own selves, okay, and see, where we can improve, all right, how we can do better, because all of us need to do, all of us can do better, So yeah, this is a very, solemn thing, and it's going to be a critical time too, because throughout the years, I haven't been in the faith, for a long, long time, but been in long enough to know that serious judgment happens this time of year, and serious judgments are being sent forth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, most recently and most notably, all these trains derailing and all these toxic chemicals getting into the atmosphere, getting into the water, you know, uh, uh, soaking into the land, the farmland, you know. Hey, it's judgment time here in Babylon the Great, aka America, as the Lord is visiting this world which He made. Okay, but again, going back to I'm kind of rambling. We'll get to the scriptures here in just a second. Going back to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI is that Passover. Okay, He was that lamb. All right, without a blemish or spot. Matter of fact, let's start with that one. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 19. I'll start in 18. 1 Peter's 1 and verse 18. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things. Now, who is redemption for? Who is Peter writing to? Okay, Peter's writing to the elect of Israel. All right, the strangers who were scattered. Israel was scattered into these various regions that Paul was writing to in Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. Okay, you read verse 2, it says elect. 1 Peter 1 and 2, elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh the Father. So he's writing to the elect lambs, the strangers who were scattered. Okay, he's not writing to everybody. So redemption is for the children of Israel, and on this go around again, it starts with the elect. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold from your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Hamashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot. Right, YAHAWASHI. Okay, because YAHAWASHI was sinless, man. He fulfilled the law. He walked, perfectly, during his 33 years on this earth as a man. Okay, as a man. All right, and he secured redemption, man. He secured redemption, for his lambs. Okay, so again, the Passover, the spiritual ramifications is that blood was spilled by YAHAWASHI. That's the blood that you're going to need over you, when this judgment's being poured out, man. Hey, Lord willing, we all get it. We all get that covering. We all get passed over. All right. This is the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 29. And it reads, the next day John seeth YAHAWASHI coming unto him and saith, behold, the Lamb of God, all right, the Lamb of Yahweh, which taketh away the sin of the world. That's right. And again, he's covered the elect sins. Okay, the elect are going to be redeemed this time around. Now, the 2/3, they're going to eventually, receive the promises, man. Because all Israel's going to be saved. That's Romans the 11th chapter. Okay, but right now, only the elect, all right, are covered, man. All right, covered by that blood. All right, saved by that sacrifice. Saved by that sacrifice YAHAWASHI made. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7, and it reads, purge out therefore the old leaven. Okay, again, during this time, that leaven represents sin. Okay, so we have to, I keep repeating myself, but that's okay. We have to examine ourselves, what sin is in our life that we need to purge out, that we need to focus on. And it could be something where, fasting and prayer. Sometimes prayer is not enough. YAHAWASHI said that sometimes to get these demons off you, you got to incorporate fasting into that, and then it's got to be the will of YAHAWASHI. All right. But yeah, working, that's part of working out your own salvation, man. Okay. So we purging out this leaven, this sin, and again, physically getting it out of our homes. All right. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened, for even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Right? Again, these are the Corinthian believers, man. These are the Israelites living in Corinth. Okay? All right, that sacrifice is for the elect. Okay? The elect. All right, Lord willing, that's us. All right, it says, therefore, let us keep the feast. So Paul don't say anything about celebrating Easter. The men of the Lord didn't do Easter. YAHAWASHI didn't command us to follow Easter. That's the way of the heathen. Okay? We keep the Passover and we observe the feast of unleavened bread. Okay, it says, for even Amasiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and in truth. All right, and that's what brothers are doing, man. All right, doing this work. All right, sincerely and truthfully. All right, putting their best foot forward. You know, we ain't perfect. Again, we ain't perfect. You know, but we forge ahead, man. All right, we forge ahead. Hey, if you've fallen recently, you know, a just man falls 7 times, but a just man is gonna get back up. A fighter's gonna get back up, man. All right. So yeah, man. Hey, it's all about sincerity and truth. Okay. When we go onto the highways and hedges, we're going out there sincerely, man. We sincerely believe this. We sincerely believe this. And we sincerely believe we have the truth, the 100% truth of the scriptures. That's what sends us. That's what motivates us to go out. The Lord gave us a gift of faith. Okay. The Lord sent his Holy Spirit down, who supped with us, opened up our understanding. Okay. And commanded us and ordained us and set us up to preach. You know, we don't know if we've been chosen, but we know we've been called. Okay. Yeah, YAHAWASHI, he busted up those seals because for a season this understanding wasn't, we didn't have this understanding. Okay, YAHAWASHI, that lamb slain. Okay, he had to take the book, which represents the scriptures, and again bust open those seals, and now we understand. Okay, now we understand the scroll. Again, the lamb slain. All right, that lamb without blemish or spot. YAHAWASHI. Okay, matter of fact, I'll end it with that. Revelation, where it talks about YAHAWASHI loosen the seals. I was reading that a few minutes ago, as a matter of fact. Revelation chapter 5, get right to the point. In verse 5, it says, Revelation chapter 5 and verse 5, and one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Right, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, who is the root of David, is YAHAWASHI. Okay, it says, and I beheld, verse 6, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God, or the 7 spirits of Yahweh, sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne, talking about Yahweh. Okay, because YAHAWASHI sits on his right side. Okay. It says, and when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts, verse 8, and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. Okay. And they sung a new song. All right. And that's what we're doing now, the saints. All right. The Israelites, the elect, starting with his men. All right. His pastors with men. All right. We're singing a new song. All right. Which is, again, talking about preaching the correct doctrine. All right. Christianity is the old song. This is the new song. It says, and they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God, all right, Yahweh, by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. Right, the Israelite foreigners, scattered abroad, mingled among the heathen, looking like the heathen. All right. So yeah, it's about YAHAWASHI, man. You know, YAHAWASHI. Okay. It says YAHAWASHI is our Passover. Okay. He sacrificed, you know. So as a demonstration of faith, you know, brothers observe the Passover. Okay. And understand that YAHAWASHI is the one, okay, who is worthy, okay, and that blood, that precious blood, okay, has got to be covering you during the time of Jacob's trouble, which we're headed into. All right, and Lord willing, it is, okay, to all you brothers out there, all you sincere men doing this work. All right, let's keep pushing. I don't want to this out, Lord willing, you edify. With that, I want to say shalom.